You know, I think there's clearly some divides, but I don't know that they're necessarily as divisive as people put forward. We've given them labels, and real powerful labels ourselves, in addition to letting the Republicans give some powerful labels. The urban-rural divide. Well, we have some fundamental issues that we are concerned about. They may look a little different in a rural area, as in Minden or Red Oak, than they do in Ames. But at its core, it's about we want our kids in school safely. It's about we want people to be able to afford to live in the community that where they are working. We want to have clean water to drink and keep us sustainable, as opposed to the folks in the urban areas don't understand what's going on in rural areas and vice versa. So it's finding the common threads between them is part of the question. I think another piece, and this happens, this has happened historically in terms of just generational differences or viewpoints on a particular issue or solution to an issue. I think what's exacerbated that is the 24/7 news cycle and social media that, I think it magnifies, intensifies, and gets people away from the relationship. It's real easy to click send as opposed to, you're in a room discussing with someone, or you're at a community event to give people time to get those relationships. So, back to, I guess you mentioned yourself, it goes back to let's be intentional about year-round planning and working with our partners, and it was the fun to do that. Let's get the topical communication going. And let's not just make it about politics. Let's make it about those community issues. What's happening, in Oskaloosa, what's happening in Cedar Rapids, and let's highlight what some Democrats are doing to build community and putting those messages out. And I think that helps us slow down the pace of communication so that we really can focus on, here's some great things that are going on in Iowa, or here's some real concerns that, I'm concerned about that too. And therefore, there's kind of the finger pointing, the blame that goes on. There's clearly some rifts that have happened with the success or loss of an election, and I think that focus on relationship. Let's have some crucial conversations. Let's build some time so we get to know each other outside of the hard issue. Can be helpful. It's not one answer. But we've, as been said in a lot of the forums, we've let the Republican Party define who we are without inoculating folks about who we really are. And then there was, I heard in one of the forums, I don't remember if it was a rural one, but someone mentioned the Democratic platform is a really long document. The Republican one is a brief document. I'm not saying we need to get rid of the platform or necessarily the content, but what are some of the threads of similar areas? What are the themes in the platform that can be crunched down into messaging? And to let go, it doesn't, the platform or the messaging doesn't say this sentence or this key word. What are the common threads and themes? Is it related to justice or injustice? Is it related to opportunity and prosperity? Let's try and find those common messaging type things and work with some folks that are in marketing and advertising to help us do that. And like I said, retain the platform, but let's make it into a more digestible form.